It's that time after the bank holiday. Been a bit of a lean period, and then a few things have come along that have cost me a few bob. Not all of them you will probably see in this video segment, because some of them are still inbound. But let's just say the locomotive roster has increased. Let's just get this end done on. So I think this should be an elusive tank car, still sealed in its packaging, for £10. Some people seem to think they're worth 25 now, particularly if they're a Wolfer's kit and not a roundhouse. But they're a bit thin on the ground. I'm watching a couple tonight that are sort of, I think they're Atlas ones, a bit better. You know, nice and new. But yeah, probably we get run out of the kicking. Everything I seem to be trying to have a punt on at the minute is people have got deeper pockets than I have. A lot deeper. So, got to keep check on me sound. Don't want to end up doing a segment and no sound again. The only disadvantage of having an external mic. This one. Plenty of paper for the winter when I need to make a fire. Should be a 40-foot centerbeam after the fiasco with the last ones, where the guy sent me the wrong order and I had to send it back, and then whoever got my order had to send it back. Fortunately it all worked out in the end, but I've been after a few and they don't turn up, and then that's a bit like the old buses adage. And there's been loads on recently. Can't say the same for flat cars or tank cars though. So we got this one, a bit different from the other ones where they've got more of a full bulkhead between the two halves. These have just got the struts and the mock bracing, I think. And the road, as it says, just a TTX. So we trailer train, there's no road, Burlington Northern or anything like that on this one. I think I have got another couple inbound. They might be in one of the other boxes. We'll have a look in a minute. So that was another one for the American fleet. So, talk of the devil, the next one is the other two, I think. Looking promising. Once I get rid of everything else in here, at least they've made the effort to leave some crush space. And save them from the, there we go. Yeah, so basically the same variation, just a different road. This is BNSF, and this is CHTT, whoever they are. Chicago Heights Terminal Transfer, a Union Pacific Railroad company. So that's now 3, plus the 3 gives me 6, so that's probably enough, given the size of them. The American rates are going to get pretty big. Right, this one's going to be a bit of a bumper box. If you recall, I said I've been buying a number of pieces over a period of a week or more off the person and accumulating it for a combined postage discount. And finally got to the end, hung out again. He had a load more stuff that was interesting, but like I said, I was getting knocked out the park with some of the bidding. It's quite, not all of it was theirs, but there was a Network Southeast Class 47. I think it was the Kerno one, London Evening Standard. It was sitting at about £110. I thought, well, I'll go 115. And I didn't even get to put the bid in. The screen changed because my bid was not going to be sufficient. And the last 2 seconds it went to £164. Bearing in mind that I bought the same loco from Kerno's with sound for £195, and this was a used one that had some bits missing on the front. Nothing major, but no sound. It was DC, and went for nearly as much money. So, madness what people are paying at the minute. For a few months ago, everyone was saying the hobby was dying because of Wally and Hattons, and we seem to be getting back to the COVID mentality with prices on some of the stuff. So one of the things I was after was some Mark III in either Swallow livery or just the Intercity to go with my other mild Lima HST that I'm going to convert to DC. So we managed to win, is it the buffet or the sleeper, I can't remember. Let me have a look. You can tell I'm such a railway aficionado. This is the buffet car. So yeah, you've got your kitchen area in the back and then your dining area, which is quite small. That was one win, which what was that, $15.99. Normally Lima's stuff still fetches £20 plus for some reason. I won't pay that. Basically the Hornby ones are exactly the same, they just utilised the tooling. I picked up a large radius electro frog, £8.37. They normally make about 12. Some extended bar point motors, so these will go through thicker boards or scenic work to get to the point. There was 3 of them or 4. Oh, and then there was an electromagnetic uncoupler. Can't remember that being on there. I thought there was just the 4 point motors. They're a bit noisy, I don't like them. I'm going to use a servo system to raise and lower a ramp in various places. But yeah, we got extended wire point motors, which were 16.5 quid, so £4 each. The good stuff we can't get to. So I don't know whether they're giving up and selling up, moving away, or whether it's a deceased relative. I've got another one of these. He did have the silver one with the rail steel carrier. I've got 3 of these already, so I thought, well, in for a penny, in for a pound, Siemens. I was sort of already in with a number of items to purchase off him. Again, these still make the silver ones. I can't think of the logo on them. Not Transrail. But he did have one. I didn't win that. Too much money. Went beyond what I'm prepared to pay. I'm old school, you know. The idea of an auction is to buy something cheaper, not more money. It seems to be lost with a lot of people. You don't pick up many bargains. When I used to go for auctions 2 or 3 times a week, not railway related, just general auctions. But when I was not in full-time work, to keep food on the table and the bills paid. So we've got another Lima Mark III, which is a first, I think, TFO trailer first open, £12.50, which is a good buy for Lima. The rest of them I didn't win that were listed because they all went over £20. He had some Hornby Mark IIIs and some of the EFE ones, which also made in the high 20s. That may or may not be the going rate for them, but essentially the Hornby ones are just Lima ones. The only difference being they changed the coupling for an M pocket. So I also have some Mark IIDs, and they never made a restaurant car, so they used existing rolling stock, so I got that. He did have some Mark 2Ds. I didn't win them either, they all went mad money. They were mainline ones, and they were second class, which, if you know about the Airfix strategy, they made loads and loads of those first class and the brake, but you cannot get second class very often. In fact, I think the ones I have got some, I didn't pay stupid money for them because I refused to, and the other alternative is to buy Dapol ones or Hornby ones, which is what I've done, which are the same tooling and cost less money than people will pay for old used Airfix ones. So these I picked up, which is another pair of Bachmann intermodals, the twin, as they run as a unison pair anyway. They don't run in odd numbers. Consent leasing. I'm not quite sure whether they're in my time period. I'll have to research. I'm not, you know, going to worry about it too much. If I can find replacement containers more appropriate for my time period, then so be it. But you know, they're on it, they'll run. They were £41, which is about maximum. The advantage of these is they have all got the handrails intact, which is quite a rarity, and the little yellow clips that everyone seems to lose that hold the containers in. They normally now seem to be going for at least £45 to £58 for a set of these in good nick. Well, I won't pay that sort of money. I'm after the Dapol KTA pocket wagons, which basically look like the American well cars, but again they seem to be commanding quite a bit of money, and if you see them at the second hand shops, they are considerably more money than they were when they were new. So whether Dapol will ever bring them out again, I don't know. It might pay. I mean, at the minute they're steel carriers. All of the primary shops like Rails of Sheffield, TMC, they're all asking more than they were charging a few months ago for them when they had brand new stock in. They're asking more now for second hand stock. So the biggest and original purchase was this, a Class 60. I can't quite go to the new Cavalex 60s that are inbound. I'm sure they're fantastic, but this was one of Hornby's better efforts, although it is obviously based on the old Lima. This is also fitted with DCC sound, albeit TTS one, £100. That is quite good, because I was the other day looking at the John Loudon, which I have bought brand new from Hatton's years ago for 114 quid, brand spanking new. I think there was one on Rails of Sheffield and they wanted 124 for a used one, and I've seen this one for 160, which is mental, with the TTS sound in it, £160. And another loco, or DMU, I have got coming. I paid a fair chunk for that, but considerably less than it is in every shop that has it, or something similar. I found one exactly the same listed at one of the lesser known shops. They want £280 for it. I did not pay anywhere near that. I wouldn't. I'd expect something new for that money.